Among the weapons used on Japanese battlefields, the spear was one of the most prominent. Throughout Japanese history, numerous famous spears have appeared, but three in particular were regarded as exceptional and were cherished by renowned military commanders. These three spears are known as the Tenka Sanmeiso, three great spears of Japan. In this video, we will discuss the three spears counted among the Tenka Sanmeiso and their history. Number 1. Nihongo. One of the Tenka Sanmeiso is the Nihongo, which is said to have been crafted by the Kanabo school of swordsmiths around the 16th century. The Kanabo school was renowned at the time for their expertise in spear forging and produced many famous spears. The Nihongo has a total length of approximately 126.8 inches, with the blade alone measuring 31.2 inches. The blade weighs 2 pounds, and the total weight, including the mountings, is an impressive 6.2 pounds. The blade features an engraving of the Kurikara dragon, which is the embodiment of feudal Myo, the supreme Buddha in Buddhism. This engraving was believed to protect against evil spirits and ward off misfortune. Initially, Nihongo was owned by the imperial family as a treasure of the emperor. Due to its exceptional quality, it is said that it was granted the rank of Shosanmi, an honor usually bestowed upon high-ranking nobles, despite being a spear. During the era of Emperor Ogimachi, it was given to the last shogun of the Muromachi shogunate. Later, it passed through the hands of Oda Nobunaga and was inherited by Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Although Nihongo changed hands among emperors and shoguns, it was eventually awarded by Hideyoshi to the renowned spearmaster Fukushima Masanori in recognition of his military achievements during the 1590 Odawara campaign. Masanori was known for his fierce loyalty to Hideyoshi and his strength in battle. However, he was also notorious for his heavy drinking, often described as a warrior excelling in martial prowess but lacking in strategic wisdom due to his alcoholism. While in Masanori's possession, Nihongo witnessed numerous military exploits and elevated him to a powerful warlord. Unfortunately, due to his drinking habits, Nihongo eventually left Masanori's possession. In 1596, Mori Tomonobu, a retainer of the warlord Kuroda Nagamasa, visited Masanori's residence as a messenger for his lord. Tomonobu was also a brave warrior, skilled in spear techniques. Additionally, he was known for his love of alcohol, which prompted his lord to order him, no matter how much you are urged to drink, do not consume any alcohol. When the drinking session began, Masanori, as usual, drank heavily and became intoxicated in the presence of his guest. He persistently urged Tomonobu to drink. Tomonobu refused, citing his role as a messenger. But Masanori retorted, "If you drink this large cup of sake, I'll grant you anything you desire." When Tomonobu continued to decline, Masanori provocatively asked, "Are all Kuroda warriors such cowards that they cannot even drink?" Unable to ignore this provocation, Tomonobu drank the large cup of sake in one gulp, and then said, "Then I shall take the Nihongo." Masanori was stunned by this unexpected request, but handed over the Nihongo nonetheless. The next morning, upon sobering up, Masanori deeply regretted his actions. He attempted to retrieve the Nihongo by offering a substitute through Tomonobu's lord, but his request was denied. As a result, the Nihongo became the property of Tomonobu. This incident is said to have worsened the relationship between the two parties. Nihongo was passed down through the Muri Tomonobu family line and later changed hands among several industrialists. Today, the Nihongo is housed in the Fukuoka City Museum. Number 2. Otegine. Otegine is a spear crafted in the 16th century by the renowned spear blacksmith Yoshisuke, who was celebrated as a master craftsman of his time. This spear is distinguished by its extraordinary size. It has a total length of approximately 149.6 inches, with the blade alone measuring 54.3 inches. The blade features a deeply and intricately carved groove, which is a testament to the exceptionally high skill level of the swordsmiths of that era, considering it was forged by hand rather than with modern machining tools. The spear was commissioned by Yuki Harutomo, the lord of Yuki Castle and a prominent Sengoku period daimyo. Harutomo was also known as the father-in-law of Tokugawa Ieyasu's second son. The name Otegine was inspired by an incident involving Harutomo on the battlefield. During one battle, Harutomo impaled several enemy heads on the spear and carried them back to the castle. However, one of the heads fell off the middle of the spear along the way. The appearance of the spear at that moment resembled a tegine, a thick stick with a narrowed middle, used for pounding rice cakes in a mortar. Because of this, a special sheath in the shape of a tegine was crafted for the spear, and it came to be known as otegine. The sheath of this spear was covered with black bear fur, measured about 59 inches in height, and weighed approximately 49.6 pounds. On rainy days, it would absorb water and become even heavier, exceeding 82.7 pounds. After Yuki Harutomo's death, the spear was passed down as a family heirloom in the Matsudaira family. The Matsudaira family cherished otegine as a prized heirloom and took great pride in it. Whenever there was even a hint of rust on the blade, they immediately had it polished by a master craftsman, and they rewarded the craftsman responsible for its care handsomely. After a long time, otegine was stored in the Matsudaira residence's storage vault in Tokyo. However, a tragedy struck in modern times. During the Tokyo air raids of 1945, an incendiary bomb hit the storage vault directly, and the otegine was destroyed. It was reduced to a mere lump of iron, making restoration impossible. Despite the loss of the original otegine, modern swordsmiths have made various attempts to recreate it as an utsushi, a faithful reproduction. An utsushi is a sword or spear crafted to closely imitate the original as accurately as possible. In 2018, a swordsmith from Yamagata Prefecture successfully completed a true reproduction of otegine, not as a replica, but as a fully functional spear. Number 3. Tombokiri. Tombokiri is a spear believed to have been crafted by the swordsmith Fujiwara Masazane around the 16th century. It is renowned as the sharpest spear in history. The spear is also famous for being favored by Honda Tarakatsu, often considered the most formidable Sengoku period warlord. Tombokiri's blade length is 17.2 inches with a maximum width of 1.2 inches and a thickness of 0.4 inches. The total length of the spear is currently about 118 inches, but it is said to have originally been nearly 236 inches. In his later years, Honda Tadakatsu shortened the shaft to match his declining strength. The blade features a carved groove with Sanskrit characters created by Bonten, a guardian deity in Buddhism, as well as a three-pronged vajra, which is used in esoteric Buddhist rituals for protection and exorcism. Honda Tadakatsu was a samurai who served Tokugawa Ieyasu, the shogun who achieved the unification of Japan and established a peaceful era that lasted for 260 years. Tadakatsu is remembered as the mightiest warrior, and there is a legend that despite participating in 57 battles throughout his life, he never sustained a single injury. He wielded this spear, Tombokiri, as he charged across battlefields, leading his lord to the unification of Japan. While many swords and spears changed hands during the Sengoku period, this spear was Tadakatsu's trademark weapon, which he cherished from the age of 16 throughout his life. One of the battles where Tadakatsu left his legendary mark was the Battle of Komaki Nagakute in 1584, where Toyotomi Hideyoshi faced off against Tokugawa Ieyasu. Initially, Tadakatsu was entrusted with guarding the home front, but upon learning of his lord's peril against Hideyoshi's massive forces, he led a mere 500 soldiers and rushed to the battlefield with his spear, Tombokiri. He confronted the enemy's overwhelming numbers across a river. In an audacious display, he rode alone into the river and allowed his horse to drink water, showcasing his fearless bravery. This bold act to protect his lord greatly impressed Hideyoshi, who then forbade his own retainers from attempting to kill Tadakatsu. Although the Tokugawa forces ultimately lost the battle, Tadakatsu's valor made his name known throughout Japan. The name of this spear, Tombokiri, originates from a legend. During one battle, Tadakatsu was resting with the spear planted in the ground. Suddenly, a dragonfly flew by and landed on the tip of the spear. As soon as it touched the blade, the dragonfly was sliced in half. This anecdote led to the spear being named Tombokiri, Dragonfly Cutter. Tombokiri, along with Tadakatsu's trademark helmet, was passed down to his descendants after his death. However, during World War II, it left the family, and it is now housed in the Sano Art Museum in Shizuoka Prefecture. We hope you enjoyed this exploration into the world of Japanese swords. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content about the history of Japanese swords. Until next time, sayonara.